I approached the second one as it was my favourite book. I approached it as because it's a much darker story, and I think Harry's character is very different from in the first film. So I think as he has developed so much, I had to develop myself as well. So I reread the second book basically, and I tried to kind of get into. I've now developed kind of two instincts, my instinct and Harry's instinct, and so I kind of think if I'm in a situation in the film, I think how would Harry react to this, and so I try to bring that across onto the screen. I wouldn't have swapped this for anything. It was a really fun time, and it's the best experience. And I've developed as a person so much. Everybody on set has. I think even the adults have developed. And we all kind of, especially me, Rupert and Emma, and some of the other kids have developed really strong bonds now as well. This is a real key moment in the entire film. This is, I think, probably one of the scenes where it gets really dark, because Harry then starts to speak Parseltongue, which is a language which means he can talk to snakes. And basically everybody in the school then starts to suspect that he is the heir of Slytherin, because Salazar Slytherin was also a Parseltongue. And so this is Parseltongue comes into the film a lot, and it's very important to really pick up on it. And it was very fun to do because I got to learn bits of another language. I got to learn 3 phrases of this language which had been invented by somebody at the linguistics department of Cambridge University. He is, I guess, a fraud, and he's just... Girls love him, boys hate him, because they pretty much, and most of the boys do, because they just know he's a real show-off, and they know they all know that something's not quite right, and so they're very edgy around him. They're just embarrassed by him. He's cringeworthy. Ugh. But Ken Branagh, on the other hand, is the nicest man on earth. Jason Isaacs' character is Lucius Malfoy. He is a slime ball, basically. He was a follower of Lord Voldemort, and he's a real snob as well, and he's got long blonde hair, the same colour as Draco Malfoy's, and so he hates the Weasleys and the Malfoys hate each other. It's like the Jets and the Sharks in West Side Story. They really hate each other. They both work for the Ministry of Magic, except the Malfoys are a lot richer. I think everybody on set has really developed as actors and actresses. So I think I have become... One of the ways I think I've developed is I'm not quite so shy about putting ideas forward. Because in the first film I wouldn't have done it. But in the second, I think I'm beginning to... I kind of have a bit more confidence with putting ideas forward and trying new things and doing different line readings. And so I think the second film has proved to be much more of a challenge, but hopefully I've met the challenge and I've done hopefully quite well. Chris has given me a love of film. I didn't go out and watch films that often. I wasn't that interested. I started doing Harry Potter, and he was just talking to me about all these films. I thought, I have wasted 11 years of my life. I should have been watching films like, I don't know, 12 Angry Men and things, and What's Eating Gilbert Grape, and those are my 2 favourite films. I should have been watching them ages ago. So he's definitely given me that. But apart from that, he's just so kind and generous. He's just, and his energy. Me and him get our energy from each other. It's like if I'm really psyched up, then he will be too. I think it's funnier than the first film. It's got more action in, and also it's got a lot. It's got got a lot more emotional depth, especially to Harry's character, and as I said before, it's a lot scarier, a lot darker, a lot creepier. So it's really, and there are lots of, because Harry finds this diary, talks to Tom Riddle in the diary, finds out that Hagrid opened the Chamber of Secrets. So he then he finds out this, and because of Aragog, so he then goes to Aragog in the forest to find out if Hagrid really did do it. Aragog says no, he didn't. Harry's back to square one. So there are loads of twists and turns everywhere.